We have someone here on the.
You guys gonna be out there or what?
Hi, is this Ashley?
You going out there for Saturday, or you actually just came over here?
Okay, great, perfect. We're going to be starting the show now in about 3 minutes. We're going to go over some things, Dr. Ray and I, and then we'll introduce you. We'll probably go to a commercial before we introduce you, and then we'll just talk about your blog and stuff. All right. I'm going to place you back on hold, okay, Ash?
Really? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Same part of No, but it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. I got 2018. I got some guy coming. We're gonna broadcast the games live on live softball on TV. You can show up, watch it from your house if you want. And I'll be posting it on Facebook, so if you're following anyway, you'll see it. No, but I'm saying you'll see it.
2 minutos, 2 minutos.
I'm doing like a pool place. Everybody's gonna play each other once. Like that. Like pool of 4. So it's all 4 teams. I'm gonna play his team. That's right here. They're gonna be playing competition.
We got about 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left actually. That's Dr. Ray and myself on the Hot Corner Show. What's up, brother? Thank you, I appreciate it.
Bro, was that your Periscope? Was that your Periscope? Snapchat?
What's up, everybody? We got Dr. Ray right here, myself. We're going to be on the Hot Corner Show. We got about 1 minute and a half. Tune in.
Was that your Snapchat?
Yeah, man, I'm doing a taco menu, so nachos, salmon tacos, shrimp tacos, and collard tacos. Salmon tacos are good.
All right, 49 seconds. Here we go. There's a template. All right, here we are. Let's see, 1, 2, 30 seconds. Hey, this is Manuel Ferrero from International Slow Pitch Softball coming to you live from Sports Grill in Kendall. And on tonight's show, we have our very special guest blogger, Miss Ashley Nicole, with an interesting blog called The Life of a Softball Player's Girlfriend. Plus our health topic, what is a chiropractic internist with, of course, Dr. Ray. And unfortunately, today, the sports dork will not be joining us, so we will have to do the sports by ourselves, Dr. Ray. Anyway, start dialing now to get on the show on the Hot Corner hotline at 347-637-3978.
Welcome to the Hot Corner Show on the ISPS Radio Podcast Network with your hosts, Dr. Ray, the softball-playing chiropractor and the official chiropractor of ISPS, and Manuel T. Ferrero III, the commissioner of International Slow Pitch Softball. Listen to the Hot Corner Show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the ISPS Radio Podcast channel. Call the show at 347-637-3978 and talk sports and health topics with Dr. Ray. Plus, slow pitch softball from around the world with Manuel T. Ferrero III, fantasy sports, special guests, and more. Call the show now on the special guest call-in hotline at 347-637-3978. Now, bring your A game, because you're about to experience the Hot Corner.
The Hot Corner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. Back on the Hot Corner. Another Wednesday night with you guys. It's your host here, Dr. Ray, the softball-playing chiropractor. We're live from Sports Grill right now in Kendall. It's myself, the Lion who has made a lion, Mr. Manuel T. Ferrero III. We got a little bit of a crowd out here tonight, a couple people out here listening to the show, and they're all going to get a free beer for coming out. And we can't wait for the Sports Grill halftime. Who knows what the heck we're going to get tonight. That's going to be amazing. We'll tell you guys what Sports Grill is going to bring out for us and what you guys can try down here.
The favorite parts of the show.
Listen, I look forward to that siren every week, and, you know, I'm a fat boy at heart, so 100%. So, all right, so tonight's show, we got special guests with us, Miss NICOLE with a pretty viral blog right now called The Life of a Softball Player's Girlfriend. We're going to be with her in a little bit. So I want you guys to tune in, because if there's anybody out there that plays softball and their girl gives them problems or their man gives them problems, you want them to read this blog. There's a couple people on there trolling, and honestly, the comments are my favorite, and we're going to get to that. But, I mean, it's spot on, in my opinion. As many people agree, as you guys will see on there when you check it out. So we'll be with her in a little bit. But before we get there, I want to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, as I mentioned, the commissioner of ISPS himself, Mr. Manuel T. Ferrero III. Manny, how are you tonight, my man?
What's going on? Where's my, oh, there we go.
Oh, I keep you in here. There we go.
I need my applause. I can't come in without my applause, guys. Dr. Ray, I feel like I haven't been here in years, Dr. Ray. It feels like,
I know.
man, and it's just been a couple of weeks. I know you've had a couple of conventions to go to. I was hosting a tournament in Puerto Rico. I also went to a convention in Los Angeles. You know, we're typical jet setters, Dr. Ray. What can I tell you? But it's good to be back home, man. It's good to be back home here at the Sports Grill. The Sports Grill Kendall.
I was thinking it's great to be here in my plexiglass box, you know, in the corner in Sports Grill. And I just love it, man. I do. My little, you know, my plexiglass, you know, cage of emotion here. And I just love it. Talking sports, talking health, man, and just bringing you guys what's going on. So, Manny, like we always do, what's been going on since the last show? We've both been doing some jet setting, you mentioned. Tell me a little bit about Puerto Rico, as you so eloquently put it.
Puerto Rico. Oh, man, I mean, Puerto Rico, it's been our second annual that we've been out there to host a tournament. But, Dr. Ray, I want to ask you something. You spend thousands of dollars between you and your teammates to go to Puerto Rico. You're traveling, let's just say you're traveling from the Northeast all the way down to the island. And yeah, it rained a little bit. It rained a little bit on Saturday morning, but we were able to start the tournament. Everybody was, you know, playing. And around 3 o'clock, the team that was undefeated, may I add, undefeated team, decides to ask me if we could extend it until tomorrow. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Dr. Ray. You know, every other team is still playing. They still want to continue playing. Yeah, it's a little muddy out there, but number one, it's not thundering. It's not lightning. It's a little light drizzle. I'm out there as well because I was umpiring some games. So I asked the other teams. We made a consensus, you know, decision, choice, and it was the only team that wanted to stop play and come back on Sunday and continue play. Now, I couldn't do that. and let me know if I'm wrong. Now, what if it would rain all Saturday night and the fields were even in worse conditions on Saturday morning? I couldn't take that risk, you know. So we had to continue play. They actually ended up forfeiting their next game, and they ended up going home. And one of the teams that they actually beat ended up winning the championship. Which, yeah, they're upset and they're upset with us. But what could we have done? What do you think about that, Doctor?
I mean, it's, in golf you got to play it as it lies, and unfortunately, in a weekend tournament, that's just part of what you got to expect. The weather is the weather. Everybody's got the same thing. So I think you just got to deal with it, man. You got to make it happen, and it's unfortunate they couldn't, but there's no way you go into a weekend tournament expecting to have an afternoon off or anything like that. So, I think that I don't know why they had to forfeit and take it that far and whatever, but it is what it is, man. Just got to move on. You don't want teams like that playing for you anyway. What I found out, man, is the people that you got to spend the most time on are the ones that are going to give you the most headaches and, cause all those types of issues and create problems. And it's just things run a lot smoother when you have to deal with issues like that. And if you can cut them out, then even better. But if one knows, just like we're always trying to do, be team players, make everything as fair as possible for everybody, then, you respect it and you run with it. So, but anyway, man, what else? Los Angeles?
Los Angeles was beautiful, Dr. Ray. Imagine Miami, but a little bit cooler, maybe 50, 60 degrees, no humidity, really nice. The only problem is that it's very dry, Dr. Ray. They're going through a really bad drought out there in Los Angeles, in California, in the whole state of California. There's just no water. It was really weird for me in the hotel to see stickers, telling us to conserve water, to not let the water run and stuff like that. It was just kind of like a different world. But Los Angeles was great. I was hosted over there by Hotel Irvine and the people at Connect, which they put us in contact with over 30 different cities, Dr. Ray, all the way from Hawaii, Oahu, Northern California, Las Vegas, Nevada. I met with all these cities to hopefully bring some ISPS tournaments to those places. And just to finish off really quick, I toured the Big League Dreams. Those fields make any field here in Florida look like like a sandlot or something, Dr. Ray. I'm talking about replica Major League Baseball stadiums, condensed to softball stadiums so that you could play. They had Yankee Stadium, Dodger Stadium, Old Tiger Stadium, Anaheim. They had Wrigley, and they had Fenway Park with a big monster in left field. It was tremendous, Dr. Ray. Pero, no, man, it was a great trip. And next week I'll be in Indiana. Hosting a tournament over there with our good friends from Louisville Slugger. We'll be out there next weekend. But what about you, Dr. Ray? I know you've been doing a lot of stuff lately. You've been missing a few shows. You've been selling me out. What's been going on with you?
Man, I just concluded probably the busiest month of my entire life, man, with everything going on. I had all these lectures to prepare. I had all these things to do. And then I also had boards at the end of the month. And I actually finished the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program at the same time. So I had all these things that were ending all right at the same exact time, and it was just crazy for me. But I ended up going to Chicago last weekend, and it was real cool. Got to take my national boards there for a certification, and got to meet up with a buddy, Conan. Shout out to Conan. Wanted to tell him what's up, man. Had a good friend playing softball down here, and he moved up to Chicago. And every time I go up there, man, he rolls out the red carpet. We had a great time. Went to the White Sox game.
How was that, bro? How was that?
Man, U.S. Cellular Field was nice, man. They had a lot of great food. We went downstairs. There was a bar underneath. We had a couple Comiskey ales.
Nice.
The bar actually is like part of the visitors' bullpen. So I actually got some video of a couple of the pitchers on there, and actually I couldn't wait to tell you this because
were they playing?
The Texas Rangers. And one of the pitchers in the bullpen was actually using Jaeger bands to warm up with, man. So remember we had Jaeger bands on the show a while ago, and they had just got into
That's
Dick's
awesome.
Sporting Good, and they were doing real good. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I got some video of it on my phone. I'll tweet it out a little bit later. And
Tag them on it.
It was cool, man, to see that the Jaeger bands made it all the way to the majors, and this guy was doing a great warm up in there, man. It was really really cool. So, and that was awesome, man. It was great being in Chicago. I got to go by my childhood home, which was
No
really
way.
cool. Yeah, I went, drove right by it. I started remembering all these things. I saw the YMCA where I used to like rock climb, past like all kinds of things, like the Baskin Robbins that I used to go to after Taekwondo, like all kinds of stuff that I remember
Wow.
from Chicago. And there was a little park down the street from my house, and I remember exactly the park, and I got to swing on the swings. So it was nice, man. It was like being a kid again, and I was just remembering my brother being there. So it was a great time and a great memory, and so many things went well, and it was like so many stresses being alleviated. So I'm just happy, man, to be back here and to be back in the groove of things and to be ready to rock and roll again, man. So just real happy about it. So anyway, that's a lot about what we've been having going on. What I want to do now is go ahead and take a quick break, and we're going to move on to our first guest of the night. When we come back, we're going to be back here with blogger Ashley Nicole. And if you guys haven't read it yet, you want to listen to what she's got to say and then go read it for yourselves because you're really going to love it. So we'll be right back after a quick break with Ashley Nicole.
Listen to the Hot Corner Show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the ISPS Radio Podcast channel. Call the show at 347-637-3978 and talk sports and health topics with Dr. Ray. Plus, slow pitch softball from around the world with Manuel T. Ferrero III, fantasy sports, special guests, and more. Call the show now on the special guest call-in hotline at 347-637-3978. Now, bring your A game, because you're about to experience the Hot Corner.
All right, everybody, really quick. Our first guest of the night is Miss Ashley Nicole. She just wrote a very interesting blog post called The Life of a Softball Player's Girlfriend. You can find it on her blog, The Life of Ashley Nicole. Ashley, are you here with us tonight?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Ashley, really quick, off the top of the bat, how does it feel to be a girlfriend of a softball player?
To say the least. It's something that I think that you have to prepare yourself for, like I said in my blog, because depending on how into it they can get, it tends to be an every weekend thing when softball season rolls around. So.
Now, what about in your particular case? Is your significant other a very active softball player?
Yeah, regularly. A couple times throughout the week and pretty much every single weekend from like March to November.
Nice. Now tell me, Ashley, why did you write this blog?
Well, I wrote it because I feel like knowing people who have softball boyfriends, a lot of my friends are fields, and some of them just they've seen to it or aren't even willing to go because they're not interested in softball themselves. So, they'd rather do what they like to do, which is totally fine. But they don't feel like they're going to the game for chance. And I just kind of wrote it to give them an idea of how it really is and try to show them that it's really not all that bad.
Right, I've noticed that. A lot of guys go to softball tournaments, go to softball league nights by themselves. They really, very rarely. It's usually in the beginning stages of the relationship, I guess, right? That
Exactly.
you take your new girlfriend and you come out and you show her off and stuff. But then a couple months down the road, you realize she doesn't really want to be out there that much, and she doesn't tag along anymore like she used to.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I know what you mean. That's pretty funny, but man, it's saying that you come out, you show her off. You go, come on, man.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Dude,
Go out there, show her off. No, man,
show her
I
off
think
like a pony.
yeah, right. Get out of here, man. So I'm thinking that, I'm reading this blog and I'm going through. I'm like, oh my God, I know that this is like exactly what I want her to understand, but she doesn't understand it, and she doesn't want to go out there, but she doesn't realize what it's like. Man, it's like hit so many spots at home, I think. So, what's a good way, do you think, for girls or guys to share this with their significant other if softball is causing tension in their relationship?
Well, I think it's actually been brought to my when I first posted it from just softball players that I know that it's what they've always wanted to say to their significant others but couldn't because they thought that it would make the fight even worse. It's my blog kind of just sums up the life basically and the lifestyle that softball players have. And softball isn't going to be for everyone, of course. And some girlfriends, they're just not going to want to go, and that's totally fine. I've gotten a lot of hate from more girls about it than I have guys, that's for sure. I think giving it a chance and honestly just going and letting yourself enjoy meeting the other people there. Like I said in the blog at one point, there's girlfriends that go and then they're side by side with their boyfriend the whole time. And I don't think that makes the experience as fun as actually going and like meeting people and other girlfriends or significant others that are there. A lot of people said that it could go the other way around too for girl softball players, which I don't play, so I'm just a girlfriend, but I could definitely see it working the other way as well. So it definitely opens up the door to talk about the different conflicts that could arise from playing softball in your relationship.
So what do you suggest that they do? What would you tell somebody that is not familiar with the softball world and has a significant other that does play softball and is really active, and they find it hard to tell their non-softball world girlfriend or boyfriend for that matter, because it happens in women's softball as well, I'm guessing. What do you say to them? Like what do you say to them to come out and give it a try?
I think the best way to get someone out to the fields that isn't familiar with it or, isn't really that interested in it is to kind of let them know that it's more than just softball. Of course, to their boyfriend, softball is the main point of it, but being a girlfriend and going and watching, whether you're interested in the sport or not, my boyfriend gets on new teams every so often, and I don't know people, and getting to know the girlfriends, you form friendships, and some of my best friends to this day after years are strictly due to softball. I would have never met them any other way. So it's really more than just softball when you go to the games. You can meet people and form your own friendships and your own relationships and make it fun in your own way.
Yeah, I think the relationships are what it's all about. And, there's definitely a chance to make them out there. Whenever there's a team and you guys are rooting for the same thing, it brings people together. So I think that's always a great thing. What have been some of your favorite responses on your blog? I read a couple that just really cracked me up. But I wanted to know if you had any personal favorites as far as people commenting. I noticed that you had a long line of them, and you answered a lot of them. So, I wanted to check that out and get your opinion on that.
Definitely, yeah. There were quite a few, and as I had said earlier, there were some that weren't so nice or weren't very fond of it, but some of my favorites were the ones that were able to really connect with it, and there were a couple of people who commented on it and actually gave their life examples of one woman had said that her and her husband had been married for 50-some-odd years and been part of the softball world for 25 years, and someone else told me they feel so much with this blog, and they actually got married on a softball field. It's
nice.
that important to them.
No way. Married on a softball field. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just getting the connections from outsiders, I didn't expect to get the outpouring that I did at all, but seeing how much people really relate and how important it really is to others, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That's what it's all about, just relating it. So, do us a favor. Go ahead and tell everybody again where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can read the blog, and do you have any other posts that people have, really enjoyed or have connected with as well too?
This actually is the first one gone as wide as it has, and has gotten as much attention as it has, but it definitely got my blog out there, that's for sure. My blog is The Life of Ashley Nicole, and the website is the same at wordpress.com.
Nice. Now, Ashley, I have one last question. What's been the best and the worst part about being a softball player's girlfriend?
The part about being a softball player's girlfriend goes back to forming my own friendships and meeting so many different people and, getting to experience the life, actually. It's interesting, and people think it's ridiculous, but it can actually be really fun. So that's my favorite part, and I think that my least favorite part is probably having to plan so far ahead because, like my friends, they have trips planned for September, and every weekend they're going to a different tournament. So really having to plan ahead for ourselves and having our own time, because obviously that's important too. That's hard to do at times, especially when you just want a weekend getaway, but there's a tournament. So it has its moments.
I hear you. Well, Ashley, thank you again, and good luck with the blog. Continue doing it. If you have any other entries about softball, just let us know or tweet us about it. And everybody, go out there and check out her blog, The Life of Ashley Nicole, and you could also follow her on Twitter, Ash_Nicole12. Correct? Is that right?
Yep, Ash with 2 H's.
Perfect. Anything else, Dr. Ray?
That's it. Just want to thank you, Ashley, for coming on the show. And again, check her out, guys. If you or your girl, or vice versa, if you're the girl and your man is bitching at you about playing softball, or the other way, if your girl's nagging you, you want to go and you want to check it out, Ashley. Way to put some words onto paper here, or onto our computer screens, really. And guys, I suggest go check out this blog. So again, thanks for coming on the show. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick break, and when we come right back, we're going to be talking about the hot list here on the Hot Corner, so give us just a minute. We'll be right back. Ashley, again, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Ash.
Frontier Spine and Healthcare brings you the cutting edge in healthcare with all the newest research and techniques in natural medicine. Although many people share the same symptoms, they all have them for different reasons. Using thorough physical examination and the newest technology in diagnostic testing, we can truly discover why you have the symptoms you do. Remember that good doctors know what you have, but great doctors know why. Call 786-353-HEAL or click www.353heal.com to schedule your appointment and experience the future of medicine today. Predictive, preventive, and personalized. Frontier Spine and Healthcare. Area code 786-353-HEAL or www.353heal.com.
All right.
He's heating up. We got the Hot Corner Hot List coming out.
Oh, man, and one of my favorite new segments of the show, Dr. Ray. I really like this thing. I really like our little format.
Boom shakalaka. Here we go. What do you say now? It's time for the Hot Corner Hot List. So first of all, May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Check out my shirt. Huh?
May the 4th be with you. So Manny's got
Darth Vader.
Death Star.
This is a tribute to my son. That's his favorite character of Star Wars. So
MF Quattro.
I had to wear it today.
All right.
May the 4th be with you all.
May the 4th be with you. And now, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Ay, 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 ay. Mariachi. All right, here we go. All right. Everybody loves Cinco de Mayo.
No,
Everybody's
I like
Mexican
Cinco de
tomorrow.
Mayo, man. You drink a lot of Coronas and tequila, man.
Yeah, tequila. I just started liking a tequila drink. Shout out to my buddy Will. He just put me on tequila and tonic, and I've been having a little sip of that since Sunday, man. It's been nice. So
and thank you to all the people
on
on Periscope giving us hearts. Thank you.
Corazones. All right, next May 6th. Oh, man, May 6th. That's a special one for me, man. That's my brother's birthday. Friday, we're going to be at Blue Martini in Kendall. We're having our first event for the Love Like RT Foundation. You can come on out, and $15 you can get a drink pass, and you can find out more information about the foundation and how you might be able to help us change some lives. So,
hashtag Love Like RT.
Hashtag Love Like RT, yes, sir. All right, next, Mother's Day. man, I still don't know what to do for my mom this Mother's Day. What about you?
Man, just take her out to dinner or lunch. What's wrong with you? Next.
It's
Hey,
a special one,
happy
man.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to Mom
Happy
and
Mother's
to
Day.
my wife. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Well, happy Mother's Day to my fiance, even though we only have furry children. Next, Prince.
Prince, man. I was actually in Puerto Rico when this happened, man. I couldn't believe it, man. It's weird, man. All these artists are always dying. What's going on, brother? And Prince
I don't know,
Prince
man.
was Purple Rain and all these
Makes you think.
iconic songs, bro.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's been crazy because for me, especially with my brother's passing, his favorite thing was purple. Now
Wow.
Prince was purple. Actually, during my board exam this past weekend in Chicago, I was wearing purple, and one of the people was like, "Oh, you're a Prince fan?" And I was like, "No, actually, it's because of my brother. You know, he passed away, and when I wear purple, I feel like he's with me." And they were like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, this and that." But yeah, Prince, man, everywhere.
Yeah. They don't know, but I remembered RT because when Prince passed away, all these cities around the world were lighting up
Purple.
their land their famous landmarks all purple, like the Superdome where he played it for the NFL Super Bowl and stuff like that. It was awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
Prince,
great
rest
tribute,
in peace.
man. Rest in peace to a legend. Next, moving on, Game of Thrones. Oh man, I love me. Oh, Manny, what do you mean?
What a
You haven't
weirdo.
watched it? You got to watch it, man. I love
Listen,
me some Tyrion, the dwarf, man. Oh my God, this guy is great. He says, "I drink and I know things, which is what I do."
Yeah, whatever. We did we did a survey on our Twitter. What would you rather do, Game of Thrones or slow pitch softball? 85% of our followers went with slow pitch softball. So I'm with them. Forget Game of Thrones, man. All I know is Jon Snow is alive.
Oh, what a spoiler! Oh, what a spoiler! Oh my God! Oh, spoiler alert! Spoiler
Yeah,
alert!
Jon Snow is alive. They said it the other day
Killed it.
on Kelly and Mike. Anyways, next.
Okay, next, graduations. Everybody's graduating.
Our interns are graduating.
Maybe.
What's up to Albert the intern and Gavin the intern? Oh, maybe. That's right. If I sign their paper. If not, they're not graduating.
Exactly. Full control. Full control. All right, next we got NBA playoffs. Miami Heat, man. What a game last night. What a game last night,
wow.
man, huh? That was an amazing game. We had I still can't believe that shot, and Winslow was in his face. I mean, it was just.
My God.
Did they say he was out of bounds? Did you hear any controversy about him possibly
That's what
being
they
out
said
of
this
bounds?
morning, that he was out of bounds. But anyways, it doesn't matter. The end result is that we won. The Heat won. We're going to the Eastern Conference Championship. We're gonna play the Cavaliers, and we're gonna show LeBron James what he's missing down here in South Beach.
So you think we're going to the finals then? The Heat?
We're winning it all, brother. We're winning it all.
I like the confidence, man.
Curry is out. I don't know if he's gonna come back. Maybe he might, but maybe he might be too cold by the time he comes back. We got a chance. This is our chance, brother.
All right. In addition to that, maybe he won't be able to play, or by the time he is able to play, they'll be knocked out of the series. So I mean, who knows? It's one of those things that you can never tell. But yeah, the Heat definitely are looking good.
We're looking good. Who else is looking good? The San Antonio Spurs.
The Spurs are looking pretty darn good. Tell you what, man, you got to guard some of the most prolific players, in Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, and then you got two guys that are 7 feet tall in Tim Duncan and LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, it's a matchup nightmare, and they're efficient. The Popovich style of ball is just efficient. So the Spurs are always going to be a menace, man. So we'll see what happens. But, the Heat can make something happen. Whiteside can play some roles. It would be nice if we had Bosh, but unfortunately the Heat just declared today that he won't be playing for the rest of the season.
It's all right. It's all right. Dr. Ray, we don't need him.
Okay.
It's all right. We're good.
I never said that we needed him. I said that it would be nice to have him, especially with a matchup like the Spurs. So that's something that again, it hurts, but hey, I think we're still good. If we can get McRoberts to pick up his game like he has been a little bit, and Dragic can keep pumping the fire. He's been opening up the games, and Wade's just been clutch. I mean, I'm liking what the Heat are doing right now.
No. Wade is on a different level.
Yeah.
Wade, yesterday, it's like he turned on. There was a couple of plays I saw that he lost the ball. He turned it over, and he, like,
got it right back.
Willed himself to get that ball right back. It was amazing to see at his age the mental power that kid has. Oh, that guy, he's a man already. But the mental capacity that guy has to will himself to get the ball back and finish. And he's a champion, bro. He's a champion.
And the has more blocks than anyone in the game in Jordan, I think. Don't quote me on that. I know he has more than Jordan. I don't know, but it's got to be linked up there. So, I mean, it's been crazy to watch a little Wade side as well, too, in the beginning there, where, you know, D. Wade throwing up the alley-oop. Whiteside didn't have a great game, and we still won, so that was a good sign. And, you know, as long as we can keep DeRozan from catching heat, you know, he caught a lot of heat. He started catching fire. I felt like I was watching NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and he had unlimited turbo. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was just, he was balling out there. So good to see Wade in top-notch form. Good to see everybody playing. Wade fell down on his knee a little crazy at the end of the game, so, you know, I'm hoping that that's not going to cause any issues. But, you know, if everybody stays healthy, man, if everybody stays healthy, we got a shot. So hopefully we keep it moving. Go Heat. Hopefully we'll have our sports store soon, and he can tell what's going on a little bit more. I know he's a little upset that the Panthers aren't in the Stanley Cup playoffs anymore, but he's always covering the best in sports in Miami. Go ahead and check out David Dwork at CBS4 Miami. He's one of the sports writers there, and he's always putting out great stuff about Miami sports. So go and give him a follow. Follow him on Twitter at David Dwork. You can always follow us on Twitter as well as if you want to, at Dr. Ray T, and at Manuel Ferrero, and at ISPSO. Find us all over the place. So moving on, next on the hot list, Donald Trump, the Republican candidate and nominee at this point. What do you think? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Fear.
Uh-oh.
Fear and uncertainty and just utter fear, man. This country, I don't know, brother. I'm so scared about our next president, brother. Is there any way that we could vote to for another 4 years and let's see what other candidates come up in the next 4 years?
Man, I don't know. It's a crazy situation, man. Dude, do you think you're gonna get deported?
No, what? I was born in this country, brother.
Oh, I don't know, man. You look Mexican. You might get deported.
What do you mean I look Mexican? I'm the whitest guy in Miami. What's wrong with
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. No offense to Mexicans at all or
no
anything
offense
like
to
that.
Mexican. There's nothing wrong with Mexicans.
There's nothing wrong with Mexicans. I love Mexicans. My best friend, my roommate in college is a Mexican. Big shout out to Migs. Love you, man. You know, I love Mexicans. It's just they're fun also to poke fun at. Just like all the stereotypes.
Albert looks like a Mexican for sure. Look at his little facial hair. Mexicans can't grow. They can't connect.
You're not Mexican? Oh.
No,
man.
They
so,
can't.
you know, I don't know why people get offended, you know, but
For real. You look kind of Mexican. If we were in Los Angeles,
Órale, güey. Hey,
well, if you're Mexican in this
Shout
country,
out to Mexicans.
and Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States, fear for your lives. Be careful.
No, stop
Be
blowing
careful
things
where
out of
you go.
proportion.
All right.
Stop blowing things out of proportion. Listen,
Anyways.
I think either way, it takes time for things to change anyway, so it's not like you're going to be stuck here one day and they're going to cages that are going to fall. If things really look like they're getting crazy, save money and get ready to get out. Stockpile weapons. Built a shelter. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do all that kind of crazy stuff. Just go out and vote and get educated. And make sure you put you and your family in your best position possible. Anyway, one more. Stanley Cup playoffs. Manny.
Stanley Cup. I don't know. I don't know what's up. My Panthers are out of the playoffs, so that's it. I haven't even been following up. I don't know what's going on. So all I know is we lost to the New York Islanders, correct?
I believe that's what happened. I believe we lost in 7 games, and
yeah,
that's
it.
Yeah, I was into it when I was in Chicago. I was watching the.
Let me tell you, it's exciting.
It was a great game. Being in Chicago, I was in the bar and everybody's rooting for the Blackhawks. It was loud there. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun, man. That city loves their hockey too, and it was great to be there with
because
that,
it's a hockey
going
town.
on.
It's a hockey town. Florida. Where in Florida, you as a kid have ever played hockey here? Never.
Yeah, man, true. And well, actually, I played roller hockey as a kid at the YMCA.
All right, it's not the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not at all. But still, the influence to have roller hockey down here says something
And that's
about how far
probably
reaching it is.
probably because you saw one of the Mighty Duck movies from Disney or something, and you got inspired.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what it is. My brother and I used to watch Mighty Ducks 2, especially every single day when we got home
There you go.
from school. We would get home from school and we would literally turn on Mighty Ducks 2, and we would just watch
That's
it every
the one
single
with
day.
the roller hockey in it, no?
Yeah, they have some roller hockey in that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the knuckle puck and you know Woo Woo Woo, Kenny Woo, and the Bash Brothers, and yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. So definitely that's what got us into it. But you know now I still haven't
some
been to a
fans
game.
here taking pictures of us.
Hello. But you know, Dork promised going to a game this year, and that never happened, man. So I don't know.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's
have
right.
to get
They're
him.
out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now I'll bet you he'll invite us.
We're gonna have to. Yeah. Now he's gonna say, hey, you guys want to come out and see the empty ride the Zamboni out there or what? But anyway, we'll figure it out. Anyway, all right. So what we're gonna do? We're done with the hot list here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna be talking about the health topic of the night. We're gonna be talking about what is a chiropractic internist. If you guys have never heard of that, stay tuned real quick, and we'll let you know. We'll be right back after this.
Frontier Spine and Healthcare brings you the cutting edge in healthcare with all the newest research and techniques in natural medicine. Although many people share the same symptoms, they all have them for different reasons. Using thorough physical examination and the newest technology in diagnostic testing, we can truly discover why you have the symptoms you do. Remember that good doctors know what you have, but great doctors know why. Call 786-353-HEAL or click www.353heal.com to schedule your appointment and experience the future of medicine today. Predictive, preventive, and personalized. Frontier Spine and Healthcare. Area code 786-353-HEAL or www.353heal.com.
Thank you. Love it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, hold on.
Bam, bam.
Here we go.
Careful,
Hold on.
guys.
Where's it at? Oh my God. What is it?
Oh man, it's
Brownie?
going crazy tonight.
Brownie bites and
It's our sports halftime.
buffalo
We've got
sliders.
brownie bites and buffalo chicken sliders.
Thank
Oh
you.
man, it's looking amazing.
And while we're in the Sports Grill halftime show, let me. They asked me to read this a little bit. They're doing a Make-A-Wish. I believe they're going to do a sail away on a 7-day cruise for two from Miami in an Ocean View stateroom. They're doing a raffle. One is $5. If you want 5 raffle tickets, it's $20, and it all goes towards Make-A-Wish. And the value of this is $2,600, courtesy of Norwegian Cruise Lines. For more information, visit your local sports grill. And they're going to have a chicken wing eating contest.
Oh, when is that?
That will be June 4th at the South Miami Sports Grill. They have some sponsorship opportunities, and also if you want to put in a team to see if you eat the most chicken wings, I believe it's $25 per person with teams of 4, and they're only taking the first 60 teams out there, and it's all for Make-A-Wish. And they've already done a few Make-A-Wish last year, and they want to try to double the amount of Make-A-Wish wishes that they actually do for some of these children. So check it out at your local sports
How many people
grill.
on a team?
4 people per team. I unfortunately will not be here. I'm going to be in beautiful Disney World celebrating my son's birthday. But definitely, I want to try to get some people out there to help them out. So I told them I would talk about it on the show tonight. And check it out. Go to any
What's the
sports
date again for everybody?
The chicken wing contest is
What's the date?
is June 4th. I believe it's at the South Miami Sports Grill. Yeah, South Miami Sports Grill. It doesn't tell me a time, but I'm guessing show up there around noontime. And actually, all the participants have free beer and free food. I don't know if you want to be eating a lot before the actual competition.
Afterwards, if you can fit
But
anything
afterwards, you can continue eating for free and drinking for free. So
Nice.
check it out. And here they have some brownie wraps. No, brownie egg rolls.
Bites. Brownie bites that are egg rolls.
And buffalo sliders.
Buffalo sliders. I tell you what, those sliders, Manny, you got to try one of those. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Do you think we should take another commercial break and come back after the commercial break, or what do you want to do, Dr. Ray? You're the host, brother. You're the host.
So here's what we got to do. First of all, we have to try this so we can tell everybody at home.
Oh, that's right.
What's going on?
All right. Okay.
So
what do you want? Well, we got to try the slider first.
Grab a slider. The slider, I've had one, and it was excellent.
Okay, let me try it. Oh,
that's
yeah.
good there, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's a great. They got a good sauce on there. It's got a nice
It's
spice
not
to
too
it.
hot.
The bread's nice. It's got like a very mild spice to it. It's great. And then let me see one of those brownie bites over there. This also, by the way, comes with comes with some chocolate drizzled on it and some ice cream in the middle. So let me try one of these brownie bites here, Manny. Take that back over there. Hold on here.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's warm. That's great. Thank you, Rick from Sports Grill. Rick from Sports Grill, thank you very much for the Sports Grill halftime show or halftime. What's it called?
Oh my goodness, that's how good it is.
We haven't done the show in how many weeks?
2 weeks, man. It's no excuse. You got to know it's the Sports Grill halftime show.
Halftime show.
And that's what it's all about. And I tell you what, guys, these brownie bites are amazing. They're warm. Comes with some ice cream. Gives you that good combo. A very underrated dessert, I feel. If you guys are in the Kendall area, you definitely want to come check this out, or any of the other Sports Grill locations. So now, why don't we go ahead, take a quick break, and then we'll be right back, of course, with the health topic of the night. We'll get right back into it.
Frontier Spine and Healthcare brings you the cutting edge in healthcare with all the newest research and techniques in natural medicine. Although many people share the same symptoms, they all have them for different reasons. Using thorough physical examination and the newest technology in diagnostic testing, we can truly discover why you have the symptoms you do. Remember that good doctors know what you have, but great doctors know why. Call 786-353-HEAL or click www.353heal.com to schedule your appointment and experience the future of medicine today. Predictive, preventive, and personalized. Frontier Spine and Healthcare. Area code 786-353-HEAL or www.353heal.com.
All right, back with you guys here. Again, we want to thank Ingle Rick for that halftime brought to you by Sports Grill. And again, just to let you guys know, you want to come out here and get these buffalo sliders served on a bed of fries with these brownie bites to follow it up. It's great. If you come during the show, you get a free beer. Remember, we're here most Wednesday nights, especially now that I'm done with all these classes and all these different things that we've been having going on. So expect a lot more consistency from us. We're gearing up for the summer. We're getting into baseball season. We got a little bit to talk about here. We'll talk about a little bit of fantasy baseball in a little while. But right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk first about the health topic of the night. What is a chiropractic internist? You've never heard that before, because if you're in Dade or Broward, I'm actually currently the first and the only one. Now, this is a made in a part of the chiropractic field that's been around for about 40 years now. and it's there's not many doctors out there practicing. It's very tough. It's difficult way to make this because insurance doesn't necessarily cover everything, but you're able to help a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't have had much hope. So what it is a diplomate in diagnosis, and it helps us be similar to primary care doctors, but to offer different solutions in natural manners. So we just like a primary doctor in the fact that we refer to specialists when we have to, when it's necessary, when we find somebody that's got, that needs a surgery or that is having like really bad reactions and needs medication or, whatever the case is. But we try to handle most issues and then prevent them from becoming major to it would get to the point where they would need a medication. We also can help people that are currently on medication to correct some of the issues why they may need them. So it's really, really great thing for us because a big problem in the United States right now is healthcare, and the dollars keep going up because we're not focusing on prevention. This is really where having a primary care doctor that's a chiropractic internist can help you out. So most primary care doctors are internists or cardiologists, and then they become primary care because those are the major fields. The number one killer in the United States is heart disease, and everybody right now is taking, well, not everybody, but most people, I think three out of four over the age of 60 are taking statin drugs. I mean, everybody is taking these drugs, and it's still the number one killer. So, what's going on here? So, anyway, we want to try to go after the reasons why, and because of the way that we look at what's going on with the body and the way that it functions, we're able to determine where there's problems. And a lot of times the problems are infections or not enough nutrients, like maybe you don't get enough food, enough good vitamins and minerals in your diet if you don't eat vegetables or fruits, or if you only eat fast food, or whatever the case is, and your body just struggles because it doesn't have what it needs. It's like trying to put corn oil in your gas tank. It just doesn't work. It's not going to burn the same, and the same thing with our bodies. It needs certain things from our diet, and if we don't get them, it causes problems. Now, some people eat the right things, but their stomach doesn't break it down and digest it the right way. That's another problem. So people that have GI dysfunction, we can really help them a lot because it affects their health in such a large manner. So generally, like for heartburn, for example, most people take antacids when there's a heartburn. You want to try to get rid of the acid because you feel like that's what's causing the burn. Those antacids now, studies are showing that they cause problems with the kidneys, that they cause problems with all kinds of excretion issues with your body, and they're actually leading to problems like cancer. So it's very, very, very important to try to take care of your body. And if you have a disease that needs to be managed by medication, to try to change that if you can, if it's within your power. And most of the times it is. The American Cancer Society says that 80% of cancer is preventable. And for men, it's 60% dietary, and for women, it's 40% dietary. So it plays a really big role. The prevention and nutrients do matter. And unfortunately, medical doctors only get about an hour of nutrition in their programs unless they specialize in something or they've had prior training or aggregate training. So it's something that they can say too about chiropractors, that hey, not all of them do what this guy's doing, but it's true. Chiropractic internist is the aggregate training that I've had, and there's a lot of other professionals that are performing these same exact methods of diagnosis and treatment naturally, and referring to other doctors in their areas, and having very successful primary care practices where people are very healthy and preventing disease. And that's the goal, is to change the landscape of healthcare by practicing this way and teaching other people that health comes from within, and that medicine manages disease, and that it's in your hands most of the time, and you can change that up to 80% of the time. So that's what we want to help people do. So we offer all kinds of natural things like nasal-specific techniques that help people breathe better, that open up their passageways when they've had allergies forever. We have infrared sauna, which is great to help people detoxify. So if you go into a regular sauna, like at 24-Hour Fitness, you basically sweat 3% toxins. In an infrared sauna, you can sweat up to 18% toxins. So 6 times the detoxification effect. You can burn 300 calories sitting in there, because it's not just hot air, it's infrared waves that are heating up your tissues. So it's a great thing to help detoxify, helps with blood pressure, with anti-aging, a lot of great things. Nutrient testing is another thing that we can do, and we often pair that with DNA testing so that we can see how patients actually function on a cellular level with different vitamins and minerals and what might be the best form for them to take. You know, when you go to the pharmacy and you get a vitamin and it's just any old country, what ends up, or any old country, any old brand, I'm sorry, what ends up happening is what they write on the label is not necessarily regulated. So it may not be high quality or may not be as potent as they say and may not be therapeutic in nature. When you work with a chiropractic internist, you know, I've done research and all the other guys have also done research into therapeutic products that are quality, that deliver exactly what they say they deliver, and they will dose them properly for you. And in my office, we do it based off of even your DNA and the ever-changing study of nutrigenomics and epigenomics. And you know, if you guys go to getknowyourdna.com, you can find out a little bit more about that. But it's a great tool. It's helped me help a lot of people prevent cardiovascular issues, feel better with anxiety and depression, all kinds of different things. Sleep better, help with neurological issues where they had twitching or they had, you know, pain down an arm or a leg, all kinds of things. Endocrine-related issues, so hormone things and metabolic things, people having trouble losing weight, not being healthy enough to lose weight. I mean, all kinds of different things. So whatever you would need a primary care doctor for, that's what you can see a chiropractic internist for, and that's what we're here for. So, you know, if you guys have any questions about if there's a way that we can help, you can check out the website, 353heal.com, and you can learn a lot more about what a DABC or a diplomate of the American Board of Chiropractic Internists does. And again, it's just melding Western diagnosis with natural treatment and taking it to another level, a deeper level, to find out really the causes and treating those. And so that's why we've been able to have success, and we're looking forward to having success with more people. So we want to thank you guys for listening to the health topic of the night, and we're going to take a quick break, and when we do, we're going to come back with the ISPS events with Manuel Ferrero III, the lion who made a lion, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Listen to the Hot Corner Show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on the ISPS Radio Podcast channel. Call the show at 347-637-3978 and talk sports and health topics with Dr. Ray. Plus, slow pitch softball from around the world with Manuel T. Ferrero III, fantasy sports, special guests, and more. Call the show now on the special guest call-in hotline at 347-637-3978. Now, bring your A game, because you're about to experience the Hot Corner.
All right, perfect. Dr. Ray, thank you for that very informative stuff. I had no idea that you were the only one, the only chiropractic internist. That's tremendous, Dr. Ray. Anyways, we wanted to excuse me. We wanted to tell you about this upcoming tournament this weekend, hosted by our very own state director, Mr. Gabe Carita. It's a 2016 ISPS Breast Cancer Awareness Tournament at Mills Pond Softball Complex in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The games will be broadcasted live on livesoftball.tv. Big shout out to Joe Ingenito. Thank you to Joe Ingenito from livesoftball.tv. Guys doing big things and needs to advertise your business, contact Joe at livesoftball.tv. Great packages and deals. Also, the ISPS State Director, Mr. Gabe Carita, and the ISPS team would like to give the following thanks to the following people for their products and services: Robert Hendren of Dirty Sportswear, Dennis Turner of Louisville Slugger, Dennis DT, and Alberto Guash of Gloves by Guash. And also say thanks to all the sponsors, teams, players, families, and friends for their support. The tournament, again, will be live for all your friends and families to enjoy watching from the comfort of their home at livesoftball.tv. And in other news, next weekend we're having the Midwest Nationals over there in southern Indiana, Jeffersonville, New Albany, and Clarksville as well. That's May 7th. We're hosting, that same day, like I just said, we're hosting the Breast Cancer Awareness in honor of Marisela Caride, our State Director, Gabe Carita's mom. Our World Championships is November 4th through the 5th, I believe, 2016 at Softball Complex. Then also May 7th, over there in Dunedin Softball Complex, we're going to be hosting a men's and women's tournament over there in Dunedin, Florida at Vantage Park. Other than that, I just wanted to wish a great tournament to our new director over there in Washington, in the state of Washington, Mr. Ray Caratala, and also our new director, Mr. Kyle Lucas, who is going to be hosting a tournament over there in the Big League Dreams complex, which I told you about, Dr. Ray, earlier, over there at Palm Springs. That's another complex that I was not able to go to. I went to the one in West Covina, Big League Dreams, but he's going to be hosting this one at Cathedral City at their Big League complex. So good luck to them. Kyle Lucas and Ray Caratala, their first ISPS tournaments in the state of Washington and California. That's pretty much it, Dr. Ray. Thank you very much.
Of course, my friend. It's always great to hear about what's happening with ISPS, how we're staying at the forefront of this slow pitch softball thing all around the world.
Yes, sir.
And, all right, my man. Well, listen, it's been a great show. It's been a great couple weeks. It's been good to be back here and, get on the hot corner, have the hot corner halftime. Man, that was great today. That combination, I don't think they've ever brought us dessert before, have they?
Not like that, no. But thank you to Engle Rick, man. Engle Rick,
follow him on Twitter. Follow him at Sports Grill and follow at Sports Grill Kendall on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow us again at The Hot Corner Show. You can follow myself at Dr. Ray T, David Dwork, our sports Dwork, at David Dwork, and you can follow Manny and ISPS, of course, at Manuel Ferrero and at ISPSO. Check us out on Instagram as well, too. Check us out on the web, 353heal.com. For me, ISPSsoftball.com for ISPS, and you guys can stay up to date with everything that's been going on. Manny.
Yes, sir.
What do we got coming up, man? What kind of special guests do we have lined up in these next couple shows for these guys?
We got some surprises lined up. But I just wanted to say before we get off the air, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers out there, because we won't be seeing them until after Mother's Day. Again, my wife and my mom, all the mothers out there, my grandmother, may she rest in peace. All my ancestral mothers, may they rest in peace. Happy Mother's Day. And shout out to our interns, Gavino and Alberto. And our fan, Mike. Thank you for showing up, brother. We appreciate it. Other than that, Dr. Ray, another day, another dollar, brother. Wednesday, hump day.
Yes, sir. We're getting through it, and we're here with you each and every Wednesday moving forward on the Hot Corner. You can find us at blogtalkradio.com/ISPSO, or you can also subscribe to our podcast on iTunes under podcasts and check out ISPS Radio. Also want to remind everybody, if you're in Miami, Friday from 5 to 7, $15 gets you a drink and hors d'oeuvres over at Blue Martini Kendall. Wear purple. It's for my brother, and it's for his foundation. His birthday is on Friday.
Yeah.
He would have been 29 years old. So we're going to celebrate, and we're going to get some information out about the foundation and how we're going to start working and change lives by telling my brother's story. And you can join us out there in purple Friday, 5 to 7, Blue Martini, $15, cash credit, whatever you want to do. The Love Like RT Foundation, 501c3. We're going to start trying to make a difference, especially for kids here in our local community. So, again, everybody, we want to thank you for listening. Thank you, Ashley Nicole, for coming on. Check out her blog again at the Ashley Nicole. And, again, great show. Thank the interns, our fans for coming out, everybody out there listening. Until next week out there, everybody, be well. And remember, obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off the goal. Have a good one.
Creation generation was born May 6th, I'm my 80s, baby. I'm taking advantage of life cause that's what God gave me. Other people don't, so sad they gotta deal with it. No place to go or a decent meal to go with it. Things will never change, we can never live twice. Follow the leader, guarantee he'll lead you right. You are who you